There it is. Got it. Boop. I bet it's murder playing rugby in summer. I'm that old. I remember winter playing. So
yeah, it can be.
Right, there you go. That sounds cool. Right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very, very, very special edition of Eagles Chat. We are joined by one of the members of the all-conquering, all-demanding, all-steamrolling over everybody in front of them, except one team, which they're going to destroy this weekend, Swinton. We are joined by Molly from the ladies' team. Good evening, Molly.
Hello, how are we?
Not too bad, thanks. Good evening, Mark. I forgot my own co-host. I forgot to mention Mark as well.
It's all right.
Evening, fella. You all right?
Evening, everyone. Yep, smashing. I think we all need some water to cool off a little bit. It's a bit crazy today. Thanks very much for coming on, Molly. We thoroughly appreciate this, and thanks for coming over to me in the library and saying you wanted to do it. It's brilliant to get a perspective of the ladies' team. As everyone knows on this show, we want to cover every aspect of the club: ladies, men's, wheelchair, learning disability. We want everybody. You know, it's everyone's show. So thanks very much for agreeing to join us tonight.
No worries, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you. Right, first question. What's it like being a member of the team this year?
Oh, heartwarming to say the least. Obviously, I've supported Sheffield since I was about 6, and I'm 19 now, so I've been on the roller coaster.
I've got jerseys older than you.
But no, it's really heartwarming, and there's no other team I'd want to be playing for. So yeah, it's really lovely.
Yeah. So how did you get involved with the Eagles? Was it like the Hillsborough Hawks before it, and then it just went to the ladies this year, or what exactly? How did you get involved with the Eagles ladies team? Sorry.
Can you say that again, please, Mark?
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, how did it all start for you this year when you got? How did you get involved with the ladies team?
So a lovely post got put out, and that night that post got out, I can say that I definitely shed a tear or two. I honestly thought it were a dream. And they just said that there'd be a meeting in January, and then the following week there was an open training session. We just went there, just trained, and literally fell in love with wearing the badge even more.
What position you play?
I've played quite a few this season. I've played quite a few. I've played centre, half-back and winger, but I enjoy winger most.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go, Mark. We've got a winger. We've got another winger on the hands.
I was a winger in my brief RL career, so you're probably faster now than I ever was. So
we'll have to have a race. We'll have to have a race.
Excuse me, not my age. Yeah. Not my age. No chance. No way.
Yeah. No, it's great. So obviously, great that you're involved from a young age. Now, what about sort of everybody else, all the other ladies in the team? Like, because I understand they've all come from sort of different backgrounds into rugby league. There's some girls that have played union, and there's some other people that have come in as well, like from uni and other places. So how's it all come together? You know, because there's obviously a mix of backgrounds there.
In a way, it's lovely to have the diversity of like everybody's backgrounds, because we've got a lot of people from union backgrounds. We've got some people who've never played before. We've got people with straight league backgrounds. Some people who played for the universities, and to have that like all come together, and then like for now it to be working. At the start, it was very like hard because people had know certain stuff as different stuff, and just finding that common ground of where like come on, it's rugby, like it's nothing, it's not hard, like just finding that has helped us. And like, but I think it's really good, like we've got some fancy players who like to do like some offloads and stuff like that, so yeah.
We've got loads of questions in here. Tonight's exploded. It really has exploded. David Butler says, Mark Webster, you weren't just a winger, you were the volcano.
Yes, yeah, true.
Looks like we've got a bit of recruitment going on in the chat room. We have Candice Cummins, who says, I'd love to be part of the team. And Tasha's saying, we'll come to training tomorrow, babe. You're always welcome.
Hey, Tash got involved the other week. We got Tash involved. She killed it.
Oh, God, another generation of an Aston. Oh, my God.
Tash was flying out wing. She was hard to catch.
God, Bennett, we've got another generation of the Astons now. That's all we need. Oh, God, Bennett.
Well, Erlad Parker's pretty quick when he's at OLP. He shoots off, so that'll be another generation.
Yeah, Candice has just said, "Oh, looks like she's looking like I got a new player. Wicked." No, Tasha says, no. I'm a better spectator. Right, your first question here, Molly. Michael White asks, "How far do you think the ladies' team can go?"
Well, how far I think they'll go is I want to go all the way. Obviously, I want to go all the way. It's Sheffield. I'm always gonna want to dedicate myself and say all the way. I think we've got a really strong team at the minute, and as coaches are strong and we're strong and we're all dedicated into it, and we all want to win and go far. And I think if we keep that mentality and we keep together and keep training hard like we are doing, I think we're looking in a good future for us.
Right.
What is the structure? I mean, for those who don't know, because this information is not that available online, we're playing, or the ladies' team are playing at level 3, is it at the moment? And there is it level 3, and there is a promotion to level 2 available at the end of the season.
Yeah. So another reason why everybody should get down on Sunday at 12:30 to watch us all. There's 30 points between us and Swinton, so if we win by 30 points, we'll take first.
Come on! Come on!
Yeah.
So everybody needs to be down, needs to be cheering as loud, and it'll cheer the lasses on. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to look at promotion.
Simone Saunders says, "Go on, Mol."
I love Simmer.
Is it just been like, I mean, Mark Hannigan came on and he was so proud of the fact that he says, thank you very much to the sponsors, because every team in Sheffield Eagles is going to be wearing the same jersey. Does that help, that the fact that you're wearing the same stuff as the Eagles first team, and it goes down all the way through to the other teams as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're all one club. We're all the same. Like, I think us all being treated at one level, it's lovely to have that feeling of there's no differences between us, and just having that, like, we're wearing the same shirts, like, it makes it really easy. And a lot of lads are like chatting with us and stuff after games, and just speaking rugby of how we can develop and stuff. So it's a really nice environment to be a part of.
Has Tubby come down and seen you and helped out with the training at all, or is he keeping away?
I think he's keeping away at the minute. But we've got influence from Dan, so Dan will probably be getting his ear chewed off by Tubby.
Lucy Hannigan. Hello. Here we go. This is a Hannigan name. I know that one. She says, "Funniest team member and the best dressed."
I'm best dressed, 100%. I'm the best dressed. I mean, we can all scrub up well, but there's Simone, those sparkly Crocs, they're going in bin at training.
Crocs?
Yeah.
Crocs, no.
Silver sparkly Crocs, and when she turned up in them, she was wearing neon yellow, like, rugby socks. It happened. I can say that.
It sounds like a thing that's happened. Yeah.
Funny, I don't know. It's funny. We all have got a good sense of humour. If I was saying the funniest, I'd probably say Simmy, because she has been stitches a lot of the time, whether we're laughing at her or whether, like, she's always on form.
Simone has replied, "Haters are gonna hate."
Yeah. Those Crocs.
See me. This sounds like a right bunch. It's great. This is Lucy Hannigan again asks, "How's the team bonding going? It's looking strong?"
Yeah, that's one way that you could describe our team. We're all very strong. We're definitely a team, but we all get on amazingly. We're all there for each other, and there's no like thing of Pete or Sarah's captains. Like, we all know that we're on the same level, and everybody's there for each other. You can pick up the phone to anybody, and you know that they'll be on the other side for you for whatever reason. So it's lovely.
How did
It's
it feel?
brilliant to hear. It's absolutely brilliant to hear this, you know.
Yeah, I know, it's banging, isn't it? It's great, this.
One of the things I've said all the way along, and I've said to you, Molly, as well, is to go from no women's team to a team that gels and is second in the table and in great form in 6 months it's astounding.
Yeah.
And the club and everybody above should be so proud of what's been achieved in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
Zach Davis is a regular contributor to the show. What do you think the future holds for the women's game, not only for the Eagles, but for all across the clubs?
Well, one couple words for the women's game is just constant progression and development. I mean, you look at the women's Euros now, it's flying. It's on billboards all across towns that you see. It's on your Pepsi bottles. It's on a lot of things that it's widely advertised, and it's nice to see it on mainstream telly and see it on like BBC One when the games are played. And like rugby will get there. It will get there one day. And then hopefully like we'll have a couple of games on telly soon. Yeah. I'll ask nicely to whoever to beg to put us on telly, but it's just constant development, and the way that we're taking each game is it's a game at a time, and it's just a different team wearing a different coloured shirt. And I think that's one of the things that's helping us, that we're not trying to overcomplicate things, and we're just playing for the passion and playing for the love of it, and most importantly, we're playing for each other.
Simon Travis asks, have you got a winning song? If so, what is it?
Well, I tend to take over the DJ in the changing room. We don't have a song yet, so we need some help. So if there's anyone out there that can help us,
Sugar Babes, here comes the girls. Simple.
Yeah.
Oh, still
well, I like to play "We Are the Champions" Queen, and it gets. I love it.
Cool in the Gang. It's ladies' night. There you go.
Well, we're open to suggestions.
Sorry, I'll just say, why don't we get Blazing Squad at the back of the stand to think of something? They're quite good with their...
Yeah.
If someone can make us a song up, we'll definitely sing it.
Yeah. Cheryl Ann asks, which is Sheffield Eagles player has been your main inspiration?
Well, it's a bit unwritten for me. A lot of people know it, but it's Missy Talapapa, definitely. It's Missy. He was the one. The first game that I went to, I looked across the field and said to my mum, I was like, "Who is number 5? Like, I want to know him." And over the years, I spent a lot of time with Missy and been at summer camps with him and did a lot of training with him. So I like to think that I play my game like Missy, and I got to wear the 5 shirt the other week, which was very heartwarming and a lovely moment for me. So yeah.
That's amazing. That's all. That is awesome.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. It really is. Cheryl Ann. This is the thing in the chat room. She says,
"My mum's on form. It's my mum. Yeah. She's downstairs."
Yeah, and then Tasha's saying, "I bet I know this." Haha. #5. That's all she put. So there you go. Daniel Burt says the winning song will be sorted soon. Yep. Well, it's got to be Spice Girls for me. Hey, shush you. What else we got here? Tasha Lieber asks the biggest character of the club. It's you, innit?
Biggest character. We've got quite a few. Probably Beth Arnold. And I'll tell you for the reason why. You try and take her off. You do not take Beth off in the middle of a game. You can't take her off. She's scary if you ask her to come off of the pitch. She's scary. So yeah, probably Beth.
Right. So all these questions are flying in.
Saves us the job, Dino. We'll just ask the questions.
Yeah, you go on. You ask your questions. Go on. What you got?
No. I mean, I'm just taking it in. I mean, I was just going to put over immensely, the game, as Molly said, they're playing this Sunday, and also encouraging going to the home games at Mosborough. I mean, as regards Mosborough, I've not been down there yet, but it's a good setup from what I understand. Is the plan, do you know at all, is the plan to try and play nearly all the games at OLP, or are you going to have like a base? Is Mosborough going to be the base? I mean, has anything been said about that yet?
I mean, it's all still up in the air, but if you ask any of the girls, we all want to play at OLP all the time. Like, hopefully that'll be a thing eventually. Or even if we're just looking at the point of next season, yeah, we might have 3 games this season at OLP, we might get 5. Anything to us at the minute is an improvement, and like, we'll take any chance that we get to play at OLP because it's a lovely ground, and we get a big crowd there.
Yeah, the game that was played there, the win over Feb, that was fantastic. I mean, what an atmosphere it was. And there was a brilliant crowd there to say, you know, it was, I don't know if, I'm not sure how much notice we got to know that it was happening, but it really was. I remember I went for it and it was a great atmosphere. And you even said to me the other day, it's so inspirational playing in front of that many people. Let's get as many kept down there as we can on Sunday. And let's get the word spread. I think it could be, I think it's brilliant. And also, we must mention, it's been announced today that tickets in advance and on the door before the ladies' game are £10. £10 for 2 games of rugby league, everybody. It's going to be another nice day. It's not going to be ridiculous. It's going to be a nice day. There's no reason not to get yourselves down there, everyone.
Definitely, everyone get down. Get
2 games for the tenner. Easy.
Exactly. Get down there. Well, they'll definitely win from women's team. I don't know about men's team, but you'll definitely see a win.
Shots fired. Hold on, there's a dartboard in here. Oh God, Bennett. Oh dear, she's flying in now.
All them flavors of Walkers, and we've got Salty. Yeah, good
stuff. Aaron Miller asks, how bad is Daniel Burt at coaching?
Do you know what? I wish I could go along with it, but I have got to stick up for Dan. He's amazing. I've known Dan for years, and now
how's he been?
Have him as my coach. It's really good. He's one of them. He'll take you to one side and he'll tell you if you're doing good or bad, but most of all, he'll make sure you're all right and you're feeling all right. And I've been kicking past few games, and he's been taking my tea on, and he's been amazing with me. He's been giving me good tips, and he'll do anything for that team. So
yes, I mean, from what the looks of it, everybody's tonight. It's been crackers in chat room and everywhere. It's just everybody's going boo 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 boo. Daniel Burt says, coaching Beth is definitely a character building, amazing player, great attitude to the game, but if gets injured and you try and take her off, I fear for mine and Liam's safety.
Yes, I can agree with that. Beth is one of them, you go up to her and you're like, do you want a minute or do you want to speak? Like, and whatever Beth says, you just roll with. I'm definitely grateful I'm not in the coaching team trying to take Beth off in matches. Yeah.
And them days, I remember these days, something like that. We coaching business. Yeah, I remember those days. Very good.
Beth is extremely passionate, and she's an amazing player.
See, passion. That's one thing. That's one thing we can say about you, the ladies team.
Yeah.
It's what do you prefer, the women's team or the ladies team? Which one? Which you prefer?
I think we're going by the women's team.
Women's
team. Speaking properly, I think we go by women's.
Right, so we know for future now. So then we're very, 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 very proper and all the rest of it. Me and Mark remember these days. I mean, we got so used to watching Super League, and now we're seeing the women's game on Sky nearly every week now. How does it make you feel, you guys, the fact that you're part now or something, that the strides have been going so forward now with the women's game, that the sky's the limit for you guys? Because in a few years, we could be seeing the Women's World Cup live on Sky or BBC. It's crazy to see how far it's come in such a short time.
I think that's what makes it exciting, is like you can sort of kind of see the potential and the possibilities of what can be what. Like growing up, I'd have never thought that I'd have played for Sheffield, and like now I'm doing it. It's kind of like living in a dream world, putting your kit on and everything like that. But like seeing how much the game is developing, it's amazing. And knowing that you can be a part of it is even better.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
It really is. We've all got to do our part to support this, and we can do that by being there. But yeah, it's wonderful. And I think obviously the World Cup later this year is being shown on the Beeb mostly. Do we know, because of the Women's World Cup and the wheelchair at the same time, are they going to be on like the red button also? Have they said yet?
I've not heard anything personally, but I think it should be either way. I mean, why not? It's all rugby at the end of the day. It's all sport. I mean, we're showing possibilities to people. People have dreams no matter what background they come from.
Definitely, yeah.
Anything, it should be broadcasted.
Do you follow any teams in the Super League, or do you watch it in general?
I kind of watch it in general. I mean, I've got my eye on Huddersfield because I know a couple of players there. I know, but sorry, Mum, but if I was having to pick a Super League team, I'd have to pick Leeds, even though my mum's Wigan. I'm sorry, Mum. She's probably not making my tea tonight for that, but I'll call Leeds. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh God, Leeds Rhinos. I'll have a phone call to my pal.
Huddersfield and Leeds, you've picked Dino's two favourite teams in the world.
I've got nothing against Leeds because my best mate's the conditioner there. So all I can say to that is Jason. Me and Jason go back a long time. But Huddersfield, no, never. I never have, never will, and I never will forgive him.
Molly's not old enough to.
Yeah, she's not even old enough to remember it.
Trust me, I'm old enough, and I know for a fact next time Tubb sees me, I'll get pulled for a chat. But I do know Owen Trout, so I'm waving the flag for Owen. Waving the flag.
Yeah, you have to. Tasha says, amazing group of women, makes me feel so proud. Literally, they're like a family. I am their biggest cheerleader.
She is, definitely. Props to Tash. She gives us all hugs, even though we're all sweaty and everything after a game. So props to Tash. She's there every training session, shouting us on. Every game, we can hear her. So, yeah.
Can I just say, I hope this year that the end of season dinner, when we have the first team, I really, really hope that we've got the LGB team there. You'll get your ladies, the women's team there, the girls team there, and them all the teams of Sheffield Eagles in one base on one night. It'd be amazing.
Yeah,
because I think that would be a fantastic night.
Oh yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah, the awards would take about 3 hours long, but who cares? It'd be one hell of a night.
It'll be a long night, but it'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour show, and half an hour of the awards, and 3 hours is Tubby talking.
Yeah, and Tasha has just confirmed all teams will be there. There we go. End of season for the entire Sheffield Eagles. Get in there.
You two can buy me pints.
Oh, whoa. I'm going over. My wife's coming with me anyway, so I'm gonna have a right laugh. I did last year, didn't we, Mark? We had a great time last year.
Last year's, even though it was like a smaller scale at extra time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It was good. Yeah, it was good it was a bit more relaxed because obviously we'd had an interrupted season with the COVID and everything. Fans had only been there half the season, and there was only the men's team. There was no women's or wheelchair or whatever yet. So it was quite a condensed thing, and it was a lot more relaxed and less formal than it is. But I think this year,
you know what,
we need to find a balance between the two.
Yeah. Tasha, she's away. She's not there. No.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've never even been to an awards night yet. That's what's mad.
They are really good.
Yeah. Once gone, never forgotten. That's all I'll say. They're fantastic.
Been going to them since like 2003, 4-ish, and they've had various places, various stuff. You'll like this, Molly, and this will probably apply to a lot of the ladies as well. We went one year to the Hilton Hotel in Sheffield. It's now is it now a Best Western? I forget. What was the Hilton? And the portions of food for the dinner were that small. All the players were like eating it, and they were still hungry. And literally, as the awards were being given out and Tubby was speaking, somebody rocked up at the door and walked into the room with a stack of pizzas about 6 foot high and handed them out to players. They'd all ordered pizzas because they were still hungry.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine something similar happening again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
probably.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel says the women's team are definitely ones to watch. Exciting times to be involved with them, and the progression the team has shown in their first ever season is frightening. A lot of the players have never ever played a game of rugby league before in their lives, and they're now in second in the table and pushing for promotion. I am immensely proud of every single one of them.
Yeah, thank you for that. Means
Go
a
on,
lot.
Daniel. Yeah, coach of the year, Daniel. Let's get coach of the year. Let's give it to Daniel. That will really peeve off if Tubby won it. Really, really bad, that one. Yeah. But no, I think so what's your plans for Swinton this week? That's no the one team that unfortunately you lost to, which was a close game if I remember rightly, wasn't it? Hold on, she's frozen. Molly, hello.
I think it was a close game, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I think, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
yeah.
there she go. Molly,
Back.
what's the plan then for Sunday with Swinton? Because they're the only team that's beaten you so far.
I mean, it's just a team wearing a different coloured top, isn't it? Really, if you break it down that much, I think we're just going to take it as it comes. Figure that how they're going to feel on playing at OLP in front of a lovely Eagles loud crowd. I feel like that might be a little bit scary for them. But I feel like playing on OLP it'll make us a lot quicker. They are a good side, and but if you look at their statistics, they've hit and miss with the wins, and every time when we played them, they didn't win us by that much compared to other teams. So hopefully, like, we'll have the home advantage and
Crowd on back of you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get the win.
Yeah. Come on, guys. It's only 10 quid for Sunday. You've got to get your backsides down just to watch, support these wonderful, wonderful women's team. You've got to come down and get it. So it's only a tenner. You can't go wrong with that. If I could get up with trainer when it was Sunday, I would, but my wife's working, so I can't get up there. So it's a heartbreaking time for me. All Caps is in. She says they're gonna feel it. I'm telling you, if I have to lose my shoulder on it, I will. Oh, so there we go. Another one. They're all coming in tonight, isn't it? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
It's brilliant. I'm loving this tonight. It's been an absolute banger. So, does everybody have any superstitions? Do you have any daft superstitions on the match days?
Oh, so everybody will be laughing at me because I say that I'm not superstitious,
Right.
and I'm not. But like, if you followed me, then you'd know I would. I am very superstitious. So like on my way to matches, you two will love it. I have to listen to Gold. I have to listen to it just to get me in the headspace that I'm like. I normally listen to it about 10 minutes before I get there. I listen to that. I normally get changed, like see everybody, have a little chat with everybody, get my speaker on and start getting changed, and then my boots is the last thing that I'll put on, but I won't tie my laces. I won't tie my laces until I'm on the pitch.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
So I won't tie my laces, but then like I'll have to undo them and tie them and undo them until they're tight enough that I'm happy.
No, that one.
And then another one, all the girls are laughing at me. I can't warm up with my match shirt showing. So whether I wear a jumper or a t-shirt or whatever, like I can't have it showing. So we had a friendly, the weather were awful, and normally I'd warm up in a jumper. And girls were going to me, Molly, you can't wear a jumper, like you'll overheat. So all right, I'll put my training shirt on. I had to put it over my match shirt because I didn't know how long we'd have. And honestly, when I tell you I was red hot in that warm-up, I thought I was going to pass out at some point because I was that hot, but I was adamant that I weren't letting my shirt out. So I just stuck with it and I had to run with it. So yeah, but I'm not superstitious if anybody asks.
Yeah.
However, I just have my little side things that I like to do.
Caps says no deep heat for me is a no-go on the pitch. And
Yeah,
she's also said, go on, what?
Caps in the changing room, like I can't get changed near her because there's that much deep heat in the air. It's liable to set my asthma off.
She also says over the match shirt at 30 degrees, laughing her head off. And
Yeah.
then Simone says bloody pillock. So I'm telling you, this has got to be one of the best interviews we've ever had by a mile. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
This banter that we're getting here
Oh,
is just absolutely superb.
I was crying. I'm steaming up.
To the way you all work.
Oh, my glasses are steaming up here. I'm laughing here. All love, she says, Cap. All love. Okay.
Honestly,
I think, Molly, when they come on the show, then it's your turn to do it in the chat room as well. So just remember that.
How do you go on anyway, Molly?
I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait.
How do you go on? Do you wear contacts during the games, or are you okay without?
So I don't wear glasses in the pitch. So my theory is, as long as I can tell the different coloured shirts and see where the ball is, I'm fine. So that's just how I roll with it. I'm not a fan of contacts. Like, I'm really like squeamish about stuff like that. So like, as long as I can tell which team's which and where the ball is, I'm fine. I'll play on.
I've just got visions of players on the floor looking for contacts that have fallen out. Just got visions of it happening, but that's great. Yeah.
Simone says that's why she's a winger.
Yeah, just grab the ball and run.
You've only got to look one way. You've only got to look one way, then, haven't you?
See, and Tasha's saying you're smashing it, Mol. You're smashing it.
Thanks.
Oh, you're doing amazing. This is. I'm not kidding. I'm putting this in one of the top interviews that we've had this year. This has been funny as hell. This has been brilliant. QLT's got a lot to live up to. Oh, damn it. There we go. I felt it's out the bag. Damn it. Sorry about that, but we'll say about it in a few minutes anyway. But so next year, if it does happen, who will you be playing next year then? That's Division 1, isn't it? That's like York and Cass and things like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe Featherstone Rovers is in there. I think there's Hull teams in there. So quite a few tests, but we're ready for it. We're ready for it.
Yeah. Daniel says, how's the kicking sessions going with Simon Brown?
Really good. I'm really happy that I've managed to get under Brownie's wing a bit with the kicking. I've always liked to kick the rugby ball around, and I've always enjoyed it. Like, if you see me at training when we're doing a game, I'm literally like, my ball. Like, I love to get my boot on it. But it's nice to have someone like Brownie, obviously a really good kicker, and he's given me some good tips as well as Tori. He's helping Tori a lot with the kicking as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Cap says, ha ha ha. I cannot say the word because it's 4 letters and rhymes with bit. She's kicking now. We need coloured posts.
All right. Well,
that's the first time we've had a swear word in the chat room ever.
Hey, it would be Caps. It would be Caps.
Yeah. See?
Real insight to the women's team. That's all I'm saying.
Cap says we need some training with guys for more tips and inside information. Get Tubby there. He'll get Tubby there. He could kick a ball once or twice, He's not too bad with it.
Once or twice.
Isaac, you never know. Isaac might be all right with it.
Yeah.
He needs something to fill his time in at the moment.
Yeah. I think we should invite him down.
She says, Cap says, gosh, I don't swear much. French have class.
All right.
Response
Cap.
from Molly?
Yeah. All right, Caps.
Oh. So what time's the kick-off Sunday?
12:30. Everybody be there. Get there. Get your ticket.
What time are you guys? What time are you going to be there?
I don't know what time we'll have to be there. Probably really early, and it's in the AM bracket. So I'm not a morning person, so I'll be a bit.
If I remember rightly, when I was Kitman, I had to have everything ready in the changing rooms 2 hours before kickoff. So it gives you an idea about that. I don't know if it's like that with you folks.
We played Illingworth not so long ago, and it was an 11 a.m. kickoff. I walked out of the car and wasn't really the most talkative until kickoff, I'd say, because of how early we had to be there for. I'm not a morning person at all.
11 o'clock kickoffs. Oh, I remember them so well, especially
Yeah.
against minors. No, oh dear. Well, Mark, have you got anything to finish off with?
Just another thank you to say
yeah.
it's been brilliant to have you on. We'll catch up later on in the season, towards the end of the season, see how things are going. And just again to say thanks so much for coming and sharing the insights of the women's team. As we can clearly see, there's quite a team spirit and camaraderie going on here. And long may that show up. And just repeat what you said about, it's only a tenner for 2 games, people. Let's get down there Sunday and let's get behind both teams and everybody else who's down there. Let's support the club in every way we can.
Yeah. And Daniel's just said it's 10:30, 11-ish meet time on Sunday, Molly.
Early night Saturday then.
I feel a bit sick going that. After having words.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely superb. Oh, I'm crying here. This is going to be one of the best ones I've ever had. We've had women's team. You've got to have utmost respect. You Magnus laugh like crazy. We wish you nothing but success for the rest of this season, Molly. We really, really do. We'll cheer and everything. Hey, we don't even know. We might even get ladies' names and numbers on the back of jerseys in the near future. We never know that.
Hopefully, it'll be a big thing for us. So hopefully we'll get there.
And by the way, the rest of the women's team that's watching us, you are most welcome to come on, because the bad time, I think Molly got some revenge on some other people as well. So if anybody wants to come on, please get in contact with either me or Mark and everything like that.
Simone, get on.
Get on here, and then we can have some right laughs. Every day of the week, we're fine. You can chat amongst yourselves, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
but you've got an open invitation to anyone from the top.
Send either as a message. Come and call on me. I'm always at OLPs, everybody knows who I am, I'm sure. So yeah, always. Everybody welcome at any time. No worries.
Right. Take care, Molly. Thank you so much once again. And very, very best of luck for Sunday.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, what can I say? That's going to be one of the best interviews we've ever had on this show. What a camaraderie. What a spirit they've got, haven't they? It's amazing.
I mean, in the library after the game on Sunday, there wasn't a lot of smiles. But the ladies, a lot of the ladies' team were there to watch because they were sat behind me, and a lot of them were in the library afterwards, and the laughter that was going up was great to hear. So again, I'll just say it again: to go from no women's team to a team with that team spirit in the time we've had it's a credit to everyone, and I hope we have. Great. Even if there isn't a promotion at the end of this season, we've got a great base to work from for going forward. So, the only way is up for them, so to speak.
Yeah, we've got to give a big, massive good thank you to the work that she's put in as well as Andrea Dobson with the development side. Because look what she's done in the year that she's been in the job now. She's done, how many teams is now? We've got Sheffield Eagles. We've got 4. We've got the learning disabilities, the wheelchair.
We'll talk about the LD team shortly,
yeah. We've got the wheelchair, the girls.
I think, and you're championing a Masters team or X-League or whatever it is. I know I'd love to do that as well. And all wearing the same shirts, it's branding thing. It's brilliant to see.
I think that's one of the most important things. I mean, when everybody's wearing the same jersey, everybody can identify and say, I've never met anybody in my life like Molly who just said you could feel the pride that she's got when she puts on that jersey. Yeah. And even the number 5 and Missy and all that. And oh my God.
And she's been a fan of the club for so many years and has clearly grown up watching us. So to have that chance now to play, brilliant. Oh, it's what rugby league in Sheffield should be about.
Absolutely. Right. We've got a massive announcement, and I'm going to let Mr. Webster do this. Okay. Eagles Chat has been after a certain person to come on this show for at least 2 years. I messaged him 2 years ago and last year and 6 months. And when they came back, Mr. Webster, please reveal who we've got on the show next week at 7 p.m. on Monday evening.
Well, you've already blown the spot quite severely.
I know. Sorry.
But we will be joined by the legend, and I use that word. That is a word we use a lot around the universe, but this man really is a legend. QLT will be joining us.
Yes, we got him. He's coming on. He's actually coming on the show next Monday. So we're going to put a question thread up tomorrow and get everybody's questions in for QLT on Monday. I think that's going to be a very interesting one as well. So, and everything. Right, now.
He talks about his adventures all around because, of course, he played Toronto, Cass, done all sorts of other things. Of course, Keith Lee, where we've got him on the loan from, catch up with our Phoenixes going on as well. There's lots to talk about. As I explained, for anyone here who might not know about Q, I know there's a few people who watched the show who didn't watch the Eagles when Q was first here, and probably don't appreciate just how good he was and still is. As I was saying to someone the other day who's a newbie, QLT, how big of a legend is he? Well, let me put it this way. When the Pope wants to do something, he phones QLT and makes sure it's all right before he announces it. That's how much of a legend the man is.
Absolutely brilliant. I must admit, when he re-signed the show, and you remember this because I told you, I said, I've rang the club up and said, can I switch my player sponsorship? He said, oh no, we've already got somebody. I'm like, no! We were going crazy. I'm going, we want QLT to be brilliant. Right, last few weeks. I mean, I did the Batley game. I went to the Batley game, and I'll give it straight. I mean, one of the funniest bits of the night was Menzie came up the stairs and he was sit down, and I started to chant Menzie Hall of Fame, Menzie Hall of Fame, and he was laughing, and everyone's going, no, it's serious, Menzie Hall of Fame, and he sat 6 rows in front. The performance, I thought you could see Batley were targeting Joel. They could see him; they were targeting him to lose his temper and everything. Super Joel. We could see it; they were doing it like that. But to say that we only lost by 2, it was heartbreaking because we had them on the ropes. It was just, that's the best. And look what they did to York yesterday. And it's amazing to see. The passion was there from the week before against London. We know that. We know exactly. I was saying it's the perfect reaction to the week before because they were playing it. It was unfortunate that Thax got concussed. I remember seeing that because I chatted to him. He told me. So he did that and was like, well, I hope he's okay. Obviously, he's got protocol, so he didn't play on Saturday. I think it was. When did we play? Weekend? Was it Saturday?
It was Sunday.
Sunday, of course it was. Stupid. So we are all in all on the Batley one. I mean, yes, there were some supporters that were peeved off again that we lost and everything like that. These supporters have got to really, really hold it back because they got 17 lads out there that really tried their hardest on that game. You couldn't fault for the passion. It was the perfect response to the week before. I thought the Eagles were back on that. And one day, I said this now, one day we are going to give a club an absolute tanning because we're going to play for 80 minutes. We're not going to play for like 45 to 50 or 60 minutes. We're going to play for the full, and we're going to give a club an absolute hell beating. It's on the cards. They can see the seeds there. Yeah, I'm a positive person. I always will be. But I believe that there's one performance inside them lads at the moment that's going to absolutely destroy whoever's in front of them. I'm hoping either this Sunday or at the Bash. I'm hoping it's one of them. I would love it to be against London because we owe them one.
We owe them several. Obviously, I wasn't at the Batley game. I was surrounded by Lego bricks, and we all know that story. But I was getting messages about it, saying that the ref was a bit poor, but we really upped our game. We got a lot of people saying that we actually restricted Batley. What they were doing, we actually countered their tactics very well. Yeah. It is unfortunate that we couldn't win the game, but what we did get was a much improved performance that was needed. Yeah. Which brings us on to last Sunday against Barrow. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the same things I said against London again, because I'm just going over old ground. We've got to play for 80 minutes. It's as simple as that. We had a 15-minute spell where we didn't touch the ball. Barrow scored 3 tries, kicked all 3, 18 points right there. It was our own downfall. And it's not like we didn't have our chances in that 15 minutes. I watched it carefully. One of the kickoffs was a bit iffy, and also we did give away penalties whilst they were attacking. So we've got to look at that. the times in the game that we did play well, the first half and the first 10 minutes of the second half, it was there. You could see it was there. The performance was there. The cohesiveness, the defense was great. The attacking was excellent. It was right. We've just blown it with a little spell where it wasn't good. And we don't need to say anything about this. The lads will know it weren't good enough for that spell. Some people know it weren't good enough. We can't keep doing that. It's as simple as that. I think you're onto something when you say we're probably going to tan somebody. This Sunday we're playing Workington. They've won one game all season. We thrashed them away. They're getting a good hiding every week. There's never going to be a chance for us to snap this habit that we've got into. It's a grim reading, but it's 2 wins. Excuse me. It's 2 wins in 11 games, and it's not good enough. Let's be honest. It's not where we should be. We've got the ability. I spoke to Simon Brown after the game on Sunday. We have got the players to win these games. We've got to stick at it for 80 minutes. That's the thing. We are missing Thax. Or we miss Thax, should I say. You do miss a player like that when he's not playing. I mean, Isaac, I didn't speak to Isaac, but I know someone who did. It's an ACL problem in his knee. We don't know yet if it's a season ender, but it could be. So we need to be prepared for Isaac. We're not seeing him again for the rest of this year, which is going to be a big miss given the improvement and the progress he's made this season. That's a shame. That is a damn shame.
He's on a 1-year contract.
Sorry?
He's on a 1-year contract, isn't he, this year?
I don't see a reason why Isaac wouldn't stay. His development's been great here, and we've really brought him along. I don't know why he wouldn't want to stay. Obviously, we don't know about contracts. We don't know what Tubby's doing. You know, we trust him on these things. There were a lot of frustrated people on Sunday, the players especially, frankly, we blew a 28-point lead. We've now blown a 20-point lead. You know, it's frustrating, but this is sport, and this is what happens. We will get it right, and I know we will. Thankfully, we're not in any relegation danger. The top 6 are long gone now. You know, we've blown any hope we had of that. But if you look at the 6 teams that are in the top 6, you know, they are a little bit above us. Saying that, we did match Batley for the game. We had Barrow beaten, and their top 6. We had them beaten up until giving it, you know, blowing it away. So the signs are there that we can do this. We've got now, I think it's 8 games left of the season or whatever it is. Now's 9. The time to show up. Now's the time to perform. Is it 8?
8, 9.
8, 9.
I know. The last one's Dewsbury. I think that's Friday night, isn't it?
We were saying about sending them down, but I think London finding form. I think they'll already be down by then, which is a shame because I'd love to have sent them down. We've got to look at things like Bradford and Newcastle around. We beat Newcastle twice. We beat Bradford once. The teams around us we're very capable of beating. We've got Workington, we've got Whitehaven, we've got Dewsbury at home. We must be targeting these games as statement wins. And there'll be players that are playing for a contract next season, and this is their time to shine as well. Yeah. It was very frustrating Sunday. It was very frustrating. There was a lot of finger pointing, but we're all better than that. As I've said after the London game, we're better than that. We've got to get behind these boys and the women on Sunday as well. You know, there's 2 games. Let's get down there, watch the women, and then let's cheer the men on. The women, well, I'm sure they'll be staying around to watch the men, so it'll be a bumper crowd. Let's all stick together.
Yeah,
and let's go forward.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's like you just said it. I mean, I can't add anything to that, mate, because you just said it perfect. You said it a lot. We're a lot better than that, and that's the way it's always been. I mean, I think the thing at the moment is it's the fact that we've seen what was happened this year. The stadium's there. We're home. We can now go out and everything. Now, I think people are looking too much too fast. And if that's the wrong thing to say, they think that first game when we beat Widnes, it was a magical night. I think we could have beaten anybody on that night. It was so pumped up with emotion and everything. There was no way the Sheffield Eagles would have lost that night. But we needed to bottle that and show exactly the same, right, what did we do there that's we're not doing now? And just go back over it. I think otherwise, I mean, some people are saying, oh, there's not that many people coming through the turnstiles. it's the middle of July, holidays, end of schools, everything like that. We know the attendances are going to be affected this way. It's always been the same.
The thing about Sunday was it was a very hot day, so not everybody likes the hot weather. I know, I'm a tart with it. We've got to look at there's factors at play. People are on holiday. Barrow don't bring any fans anyway, wherever they go, and people are the purse strings are tighter for folk. We've got to understand that, and that's why we must credit the club for running this offer on Sunday.
Yeah,
of £10 for £10 in, and I think the support is there, and it will come. But if you look at the start of the season where we were, half a new team, no home, to be where we are we're still okay. I think the frustration that people have got is that earlier in the season it was better than it has been now, and it's tailed off.
Yeah.
One thing I will offer. Sorry, I'm having I'm having to try and breathe here. One thing that we have had is we've had a lot of disruption in the team with injuries and with suspensions,
and people leaving
has not helped at all.
Yeah, and people leaving. We've had quite a few players go this year. I mean,
I
can count
Johnson have gone. Martin Riley left for reasons. So with 3 players there that would be first team regulars have gone during the season. Obviously, Thax has had his injuries. We've had the suspensions that have been well documented. Yeah. I mean, we had Veer injured for a while. He's back now and he's doing great. But yeah, it's not been the settled team that we could have had. And I think that has had a part to play in it.
Yeah. Chris Fowler says, Batley and Barrow play for the full 80. That's the difference, I think. Not a lot better than us squad-wise. Got a point.
Batley have turned into us in terms of maximising everything with less resources. Yeah. Batley have basically become what we were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's nice to see, a club with with Batley's tradition, and I've always fought against it. I think it's nice to see. Barrow have got some money behind them. They've got a useful squad. They are a good team.
They're just asking for, he's come out this week and asking for investors. Barrow, guys, he wants investors to come on board with the club. So he's come out and said that,
Whether that means his money's running out and they're struggling or what, I'm sure that will come out in the wash at some point. But they did recruit well over the winter, so there is obviously some money somewhere.
Yeah. Couple of comments in. Tasha says, I think it's a mental block. It's not fitness, it's mental. They score tries and we panic. Good point. Daniel Burt says, Isaac and Blake Broadbent are up there for the most improved players of the season. We totally agree. Yeah, I agree with that one. And Caps are saying it's become a family for everyone. It's amazing to see the LD team having such an amazing time. Whenever people's getting whenever we get down in the dumps, there's always them lads and them girls and everything like that. They put a smile on everybody's faces.
Yeah. We before the game on Sunday, there was an LDV festival. There was the Sheffield team, Eagles team. There were a couple of teams, and then Barrow and Hull came over as well, and they had a couple of teams. So there was 5 teams playing, and they were on the pitch before the game, and it was absolutely brilliant. There were no rules; it was just play, and the smiles on everyone's faces, as well as the players, the people watching. It was wonderful to see.
Yeah. Chris Fowler says,
the LD team have got their own shirts now. They're wearing the full Eagles kit also.
Yay.
So they've got their own identity, and the pride on some of those lads to wear the shirt with the badge on. It was just magic to see.
Yeah. Michael White. Cheers, Michael. Blake Broadbent for most improved player. Actual player of the year so far for me. Chris Wellham and Connor Bower.
Okay, yeah. Chris obviously is a class act. I'd also say you've got to drop Ben Jones Bishop in there as well.
Yeah.
What else have we got? What else have we say? Connor Bower. Connor's done superbly since being moved to second row, because obviously he was a centre. He was playing at centre when we signed him. He's been a centre before. He's moved to second row and done outstandingly in that.
I've got Brandon as well.
What's that?
Brandon
Douglas, yeah. Well, Brandon Douglas and Tyler Dick have both had big seasons.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Tyler got player of the year last year, and I think he's still relatively young, like mid-20s or whatever. I might be wrong in that. Don't shoot me if I am. But what I see with Tyler is I see one of those players that's just going to develop as this goes on and on.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, now we can talk about. They launched since we were last on. a certain kit got launched. I think it was, right? Did we talk about this or?
You mean the Summer Bash kit?
Yeah,
What do we all think? There are people I
like
know
it.
who hate it. There are people I know who like it. It's certainly creating an opinion. It's certainly created debate. I personally like it because whenever we've had green kits in the past, we've always had relative success with them. And as I was saying to people, we've got a red kit, we've got a blue kit. If you have a third kit, you've got to go for a different colour. Now, obviously, you got your pink, your orange, your yellow, but green is a nice choice for third. I mean, we've had grey kit, we've got grey shirts here. This is a nice grey shirt, but we've had grey in the recent past. So I think green is a nice little change. I know certain people have got real disdain for it. Fine, you're entitled to your opinion.
Who's that?
But I personally like it. Oh, I'm not naming names on here. I never name names on here. But there are certain folk who've said to me, I don't like it. But I really like it. And I kind of had a feeling that we got a third kit coming. I knew we'd got one designed in case we needed it. I don't know what the plan is to do with the kits. I do know that there's not going to be any for sale for fans. It's just going to be sold at the end of the season, the squad ones. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good because it's always nice to have. It's always nice to have some variety in your life.
Yeah. Tasha's just said, Dino, are you going to bid for Errol's green shirt? No.
Everyone's
I've got my money.
Tash, if I can bluntly ask, and if it's not the appropriate, just say so. I know the other year when we had the third shirts against Workington in the game before the world ended, they were just sold off at you bought it and you had a package where you got the shirt and tickets to end the season and a few other things as well. Is it going to be the same again where they're just sold as an item with extras, or is it actually going to be an auction bid where people have to bid higher amounts? What's the plan? Because obviously I'd like one, but I can only afford so much.
I think it'd be like, I think there'll be something of the ideas, but we'll have to see what happens with it. I mean, I like the idea of they go on sale and you ring up first come, first served, and you get what you get given and all that.
You already said that because you got the ones at the end of last season. I
ain't saying, but when it came to the Summer Bash ones the year before with the Workingtons, I had 2 left and I got Blake's. That was the only 2 I had left. So I've got my things.
Well, the 2023 shirt.
Tasha's asked.
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
She says, if I'm honest, I don't really know. I don't think the conversation has been had yet. Sure, we'll throw ideas around after the Bash. Well, they're going to be wearing it in a few games as well, aren't they? They've said that they're going to be wearing it after the Bash as well.
Yeah. I'll just pitch this as an idea, or just say, I'd like it if it was the same again, either as we did it last year where you just get first come, first serve, because I know they didn't all sell immediately and they may have still have some left. But the year before, it was like you bought one as a package. And I think they all sold.
Yeah.
And everybody got something out of that. You didn't just get a shirt, you got end of season and other things at all. And I personally think the 2020 model is the best way of doing it personally, but not my call. You could do an auction, but then you risk pricing people out who would like to have one. Dean,
I'm saying nothing. Mark Hannigan's just jumped in. He says we will be wearing it after the Bash 3 or 4 times. He thinks 3 or 4 ones. I think.
Excellent. Yeah.
There you go. Get the usage out of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the blue shirt, we wore it once. We won in it, but we wore it once.
I know. So, God, that's nice. That's that nice jersey. I remember seeing it. I remember being at the Christmas though in 2019, and Tubby says, "Here, 8 shirts for next year," and he showed them me, and I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, I've got. By the way, here's the Summer Bash one. I think you might like it." And I went, "Go on then. What is it?" And he showed it me, and I went, "Oh yeah, I like that one." He says, "Yeah. We're hoping to put that on sale." Yeah, famous last words.
Well, whatever happened, happened in it. So,
yeah. I think whatever happens with the jerseys will happen with the jerseys. It's always been the same.
Well, obviously, if it is a deal where you get a package like 2020, I'll have one. I did say to Mr. Hannigan that I would like some ones, but obviously, we don't know what's happening yet. I know you'll want one, and I know there's a fair few other people I know who want one as well. So, if you are going to sell them as a package, I'm very much in for that.
Yeah, he says Halifax at home and York away. We will be wearing it for sure. Them to get 2 games at least.
I'm going to York, so yeah, that's some of that.
Oh, going to York. All right, fair enough. Right.
Are you going to join us in York? Oh, it's a Friday night. You'll struggle. Yeah.
Right. Summer Bash. Right.
Yes.
I'm going to say it right now. Train drivers, I hate you because you're going on strike on the day that I wanted to come home. They're on train services on strike. So there is no chance in hell of me getting to the Bash this year. Unless somebody calls off the strike on the 30th, I can go. But until this moment in time, there is no way impossible that I can get to Leeds for the Summer Bash. If anybody's traveling by train, you're going to struggle.
Well, not necessarily. Eight companies have said they're striking that day.
Yeah.
LNER are one of them, which is what you need. And I think Anglia is one as well. And Anglia, yeah.
Yeah.
Northern and Cross Country have not said they're striking that day, right? And I think Senior told me this the other day, and if he says it, it's usually right. He said that if you're going to announce a train strike, you've got to do it a certain amount of time in advance, and they're now past that time. So I believe Northern and Cross Country were the two that you'd use, obviously, to get the leads. I believe they are operating. Famous last words, I know, but I believe they are operating. I know the club's running a bus anyway, and get that if you want. But for those of you who are using the train, I think we're okay at the moment.
Yeah, good on you. I'll be there in spirit. I'll be watching it on Premier Sports, I believe. I'll find the thing. I'll find somewhere I can watch it on Premier Sports for myself. Yeah. And I'll get that to watch that anyway. But I'm gutted. I am absolutely gutted. I've got to do my fourth game somehow. The bus is sold out. Wow, congratulations. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Excellent. Is the bus, also, can I ask, is the bus staying for all the games or just ours? Because somebody asked me the other day. I mean, it's irrelevant now because it's sold out. But do we know if the bus is staying all day? Because it's like anything. There's some folk that don't want to go to all of them, and there's some
I had 2 tickets for the whole weekend donated to my charity event. Yeah, all 4 games, she says. Staying for all 4.
Okay, yeah.
I got 2 tickets donated to the Bash for the whole weekend for my summer game. But nobody bid on it. So there were these 2 tickets for the whole day that were reserved seating on the halfway line at Headingley. And nobody bid for them. So we donated them to another cause that they're going to raise money for cancer charities as well. So we're doing that as well. But nobody bid for them.
It's a shame, but some good's come of it, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's always some good comes out of that way. But I think this Sunday, hold on. Well, it's, what am I was working tonight. Anyway. The other games this weekend, on the Saturday, Newcastle versus Dewsbury.
Interesting. Hopefully a home win.
Right, Sunday.
Probably doing show outdoors, I've got flies.
You ready for Sundays? Barrow versus Bradford.
Home win, please.
Batley versus Widnes. Batley.
John Keir back at Batley. That could be interesting. They won on Sunday, so he's got them moving.
Yeah. Featherstone Rovers versus York City Knights.
That's very tasty.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if York did a job on them, but
London Broncos versus Halifax.
Well, that's interesting because London have turned a corner.
Yeah.
So, it does make it a lot more interesting. London played Fev on Sunday and it was competitive. York were not out, they were not outclassed. I mean, it was what, 26-48 or something? It wasn't a shoo-in. So London appeared to have turned a corner, and apart from the second half against us, well done to them, because obviously I'm a big fan of London being in the champ.
Before we continue, Tasha's just said, can I say how well the shop is doing on game day? Thank you to the 2 ladies who have got that organised to a T now. Also, Sheffield Eagles require you. They want volunteers for match days. They want people to give an hour of your time, help out on the match days. The volunteers of Sheffield Eagles are legendary all over the years. If you could spend a few minutes or an hour on match days and you can help out with the Eagles, get in contact with Tasha at the office. Just give her a call or something like that. Offer your services. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. So please, if you can spend an hour of your time, please do. Also on Sunday,
I wish I could myself, but I never know what time I'm going to be able to get there. So it's just I can't commit to it, unfortunately.
Also on Sunday, there's a gentleman who's just come on and he's looking for Eagles fans to have a chat. He's been going around he's tasting the pies and stuff like that, and he's wanting
I think he's got a book going, or he's doing a project that's going to lead to a book. I've already been in touch and said that I'll speak to him on Sunday. You know, I'm never short of an opinion. And I think there's a few other people who've said they'll speak as well, and that's great. That's great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
The more people that talk about it, the better it is.
Yeah.
It's a better viewpoint for everybody.
And can I just say, love the scoreboard. We got a scoreboard. We got a scoreboard.
All right, we got to start somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, the only sticking point at the minute is we never know how long's left. You know, we're having to look on his phones, and I know a lot of people are doing because Dan's fantastic with the Twitter feed. He's on it every second, and he puts the minutes on. That's how I've been keeping in check of how long's left, or just sitting near him and shouting and asking him, which I know he doesn't appreciate. But yeah, we could just do it knowing how long. I don't know if they're allowed to read it out when they give the scores out and whatnot, but we could do with that. But yeah, we've got a scoreboard and we've got to start somewhere. You know, complain all you like, but it's something we didn't have. I just also want to say as well, there were people on Sunday who were asking me, are we going to be allowed to bring water bottles in? Because when you buy a bottle from the cafe or shop, sorry, they take the top off. Don't know why, not really bothered. But people obviously come in with their own bottles of water on Sunday and there were no trouble at all. So, you know, brilliant, because it has been stinking hot and it's the best way to stay healthy. Yeah. And of course, the other great way of staying healthy is buy your drinks from the bar. They do double pints to Kronenberg, which I heartily recommend. And proceeds to the club. So keep yourself hydrated any way you like.
Yeah. Tasha says they leave the lids on now.
Oh well, whatever. Yeah. I don't.
Right. I'm sitting here, dejected, heartbroken, but also watched one of the greatest games of rugby league in the last 25 years last Wednesday. Yes, I'm a Blues. Yes, I am New South Wales. And yes, we lost. But what a game of rugby league that was last week. It had everything. That, if you're going to bottle a chef, Joel has got a 2-match ban. Andrew Morris has just said it. He's been banned 2 games.
Does that start from this? I assume that starts from this Sunday.
Yeah, so that's Workington and the Bash against London.
Okay. But, well, we'll work through it.
Yeah,
it's a loss because Super Joe was immense on Sunday. Absolutely immense. So it's a loss, but we will deal with it.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep my feelings to myself on some things on this time. But yeah, Queensland and New South Wales, what a game. What a game.
Origin is never, ever boring, but this year's have been, oh, God. If you were to say, how do you play rugby league? That's how rugby league is played. Just sensational stuff.
That last game was just outstanding. It was, bottle it and bring it over here and let us do something with it, because
it's terrified me for the World Cup, because this is how we know the Aussies can play. And I mean,
but half of the teams that play for New South Wales and Queensland play for the Pacific Nations as well. So they don't play for Australia.
So that's an even bigger threat. I mean,
correct.
We know how good Tonga are going to be. We know how good Tonga are going to be. New Zealand. Yeah. You know, I think if we'd have had the World Cup last year when we should have been, I think I would have fancied England. But now,
we need to get games.
The are very, very strong. What I do know about the World Cup is it's probably going to be the best World Cup ever.
Yeah, I think Sean Wayne will do well. I think he's an English lad. He's got that passion beside of him. So I think he'll get them ready and he'll have them prepared and everything. So get there in the end. Also, don't forget, 1st of August, you've got to get your entries in. Get your 500 words in on who should be in the Sheffield Eagles' next entries into the Hall of Fame.
Have you sent yours in?
I've not sent mine in yet because I'm trying to find the right words to say. I've got 2 nominations.
I've got the words. I just need the time.
I've got two nominations I want to put in, and none of them are players. Now, this is, one because we both agreed on this one.
We spoke about this. We were trying not to, but we spoke about it, didn't we?
Yeah, but the other one is a shoo-in because the work he did in the 90s and the work he did getting the Eagles restarted again with Tubby in the early 2000s, and the work he did on the development side over the last 20, 25 years and everything, the work he did in getting Hillsborough Arena, the lottery grant. There's one person who should be in that Hall of Fame, and it's Ian Annis. The work that Ian did for Sheffield Eagles from the 90s all the way through to his untimely death is immense. There is nobody comes close to the amount of work that Ian Annis put in on behalf of Sheffield Eagles. He did an amazing, amazing work. His wife, Marion, his kids, Matthew and Simon, the whole lot, all of them was the Annis family, and they did immense work behind the scenes of Sheffield Eagles. I believe that if it wasn't for Ian Annis's work at the start, I mean, if you look at Hillsborough Arena, that's the monument to Ian Annis. Ian Annis worked his backside off to get that lottery grant, and he did everything by the book, and we got it. And that is a permanent reminder of the work that Ian Annis did to the community of Hillsborough. Hillsborough Arena.
It's just a real shame that Hillsborough Arena lost away with what they were built for, but that's another matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. The influence upon the club for a non-player can never be understated.
No, it just he bled. If anybody could bleed Sheffield Eagles, Ian's that guy, and he's my number. I've said it on. I'm saying it now, but I'll put Ian Annis and I'll put the other person in the Hall of Fame because I'm going to do two of them. But nobody will come close to Ian. No one in this world. If anybody gets put in this year, put Ian in. Get him in. It'll be amazing for him to be put in this year. And I think he should be. For the work he put in and everything like that. Without a shadow of a doubt. Easy. No, I think we've got to say thank you to Molly. It might be past her bedtime now. She's only 19.
That's harsh.
Thank you very much.
It's really frightening because my own niece is only literally a couple of weeks younger or older than Molly, and it's really, really strange. I mean, great. She's a great girl, lady, woman, whatever we say. Great maturity from when I've spoken to her, about arranging this. And I'll just repeat, it's great to see the passion that she brings to the team, having been an Eagles fan her entire life. So, that's what it needs to be. And it's great. It's great. And it's only going to encourage more ladies, girls to get into rugby league. I know the youth movement in Sheffield, especially at they're not Hillsborough anymore, but the Sheffield Hawks, have got junior teams and they're going strength to strength. The Forges are doing great work. We've got a platform to build here. It may be a long time before these players can filter into play in open age, but the talent pool is there.
The conveyor belt's going.
The conveyor belt is moving and people are moving along it.
Yeah.
Slowly, but we are. And we didn't have that. We didn't have that 5 years ago.
Yeah. I just want to say today, I found out that I used to coach the under-13s at Hillsborough Oaks in the 90s. And one of the guys that was helping me at the time was a gentleman called Sean Short. Sean unfortunately passed away this morning, and he also happens to be Craig Short's dad. So on behalf of everybody here and everybody concerned with Eagles Chat and Sheffield Eagles, I'm sure we send our deepest and utmost condolences to the Shorts family for the passing of Sean. He was an amazing guy. He always helped me when I was coaching. Nothing was too much trouble. He was a cracking assistant coach. I'll always remember his influence, and my deepest condolences and sorrows go to the Short family at this time. So it was another one for Hillsborough Oaks in the 90s, and he did his work and everything. So it was amazing. He was an amazing guy, and he's going to be sadly missed. I think that's it. I mean, weekend, two games for the tenner. You can't go wrong on that. 2 games for the tenner. It's going to be wonderful. I wish I could be there. I really do, but it's not possible. So, but if this, all right, don't worry. I might get me an electric scooter. See if I can get to Sheffield on my electric scooter. Don't forget, 2 games for a tenner Sunday. We're going to push this to the moon. We hope everybody's there. Please get down there early. The women's team are playing. Before we go, we've got to talk. Last thing we've got to talk about is the learning disabilities team. When they were that video that Becca took of them all walking out, you could see the pride in their chest. And wearing the jersey and being at the Magic Weekend as well, they did it all. And I've got one more thing to mention, but we'll do this and then I'll mention last thing. Thanks, Chris, reminding me. I mean, the LDL, they've always got a smile on their faces, haven't they? They can't.
It's great to see. And Mark Ward, who's looking after him, he's just a very, very straight up, super guy to know. Very funny. Very welcoming. It's great. And the more things they do, the more publicity they bring, and the better it all gets. It all benefits the club.
Yeah. And the last thing we've got, I'm going to say, I found out last week, last Sunday, that a person that responsible for me being a Cape man, Sean Matthewman, better known as Snowy, had passed away due to cancer at age of 50. Snowy for me is the tour, right? I've got to quote because we used to have such banter between us. He grabbed me one day and he went, I need a day off this weekend. And I went, yeah, okay. Why? What do you know? He goes, I can't do Bradford game at Oddsall. And I went, yeah, all right. What's the problem? He went, will you do Cape man? And I went, me? He says, yeah. Do it. I said, what do I know about being a Cape man? He says, oh, you'll manage. Don't worry about it. So he did all the stuff for me. And then I turns up and John Kay's going, oh, here he is. It's the Cape man for the day. I've never, ever been so scared in my life. My first ever Cape man job. It was something I'll never forget. Sean was there for the 98 season. He was there. You couldn't miss the big blonde hair. He was so proud of being that Cape man. He did the job as well as anybody could expect it. He loved doing it. He was a member of the staff at Don Valley Stadium. He was always there. He used to say all these wonderful things about being a Cape man and just being involved with Eagles. He's always on the team photograph. It looks like a pint of Guinness because it's an all black tracksuit and he's got his blonde hair. It looks like a pint of Guinness. It's just funny as hell. And there's a lot of people going to miss him. He'd beaten cancer a few times, and this time unfortunately, it's got him. I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss the chats we've had on Twitter about things. And he was one of the first people off the bench when that hooter went. When you see the full-time whistle go at Wembley, he jumps up and he runs at the pitch and his white red top and his blonde hair. It was a wonderful, wonderful person in 98, in the 90s at the Eagles. He helped me so much being a kit man. He just told me what was right, what was wrong, where to get the stove, who had special things, who did this and everything like that. His contribution to Sheffield Eagles was amazing. And I'm glad that a lot of people went to his funeral and there was a minute's silence on Sunday.
There was, yes.
He's gonna be missed in a lot of ways. He's one of those guys that you don't know him, but when you see his face, that's him. God bless you, Snowy. I'm gonna miss you, my man. Sleep tight and fly high, Eagle. But that's Snowy for me. He was just amazing. He was just an amazing guy. And taken too soon from his family, from his kids and his family. Too soon. But anyway, last thing. What's year this jersey? Is it 2010?
That's 2010, mate. Yeah, that's 2010 away kit.
And it was worn against Wigan at Bramall Lane because I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh.
The famous 34-50 game against Wigan Warriors. Yeah. So I might wear that next week when QOT's on. Oh, by the way, did you know we've got QOT on the show next week?
We mentioned it earlier, yeah.
Once or twice. Anyway, we'll get out of here.
As always, mate.
Yeah. And look, so we're all wearing the GRI group. We're wearing it. Just hint. He told us. He said to us, wear it. You never know. I end up sponsoring you. Come on.
Wearing this one on Sunday because I wore it for the Widnes game and we won, and we haven't won one since, so this is going back on. It don't particularly fit, but it's going back on.
Right, in that case, my Lawless is going on Sunday.
It's spin it round here. It's Gibbo's kit from 2009, so it's going back on.
Right, so I'm getting my Lawless one. I'll wear my Lawless one and I get that one again. Yeah. Right, good idea. Right.
Smash you, mate.
Anyway, you take care of yourself. Have a great week, my man. I'll speak to you Monday. Take care.
See you Monday.
Take care, guys. Good night. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.